Hey everybody, let's talk about redemption. Galatians 3:13 says Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. So what is the curse of the law? Essentially, it just means every natural consequence that happens due to breaking Mosaic law, the 10 Commandments given to Moses. Those consequences include spiritual erasure, separation from God, and ultimately an eternity there. When Jesus sacrificed himself for our sakes, he took on every sin within the Mosaic law, thus also taking on and literally becoming the curse himself, meaning that he was also taking on all of the natural consequences that come with that. Both Matthew 27:46 and Mark 15:34 discuss Jesus crying out to God because God quite literally had to turn his back on Jesus because of the sin and the curse he had taken on. If you go back to the Greek root of the word redeemed that we use today, it was actually originally a financial term. You see, back then, a common way for people to settle their financial debts with people was to become an indentured servant. To be redeemed literally meant to be set free from the chains of your debt. That is what Jesus did for us. He set us free. And redemption is a free gift that we only have to accept and truly believe in order to receive. Now, you'll hear a lot of Christians refer to Galatians 3:13 in regards to genetic history, traits, conditions, mental issues, as well as disabilities. And this is applicable for those situations and conditions. Sin inherently separates us from God, as we just discussed. And everyone is a sinner by definition. However, because of what Jesus did for us on the cross, we are set free from those conditions, those situations. I do want to propose something though. Redemption from a genetic malady doesn't always look like a miracle. My baby brother, for example, is autistic. I've prayed and will continue to pray that he is set free from the struggles that he has to deal with due to having autism. Yes, sometimes being set free or being redeemed can look like a miraculous healing. Sometimes, however, it looks like the right doctor, medication, therapy, church, support, and coping skills. Those things take time and effort to find and discover in the natural, but that doesn't mean that that's not also God working behind the scenes to redeem you in your condition.
God told me, when you don't get a miracle, you can still be one. And for as long as you're breathing, God's not done with you. And He can use all of your pain for something good.
Your example of thriving with God's help, regardless of genetic or environmental factors, will prove to be the miracle that someone else is believing God for. If you're praying for a miracle, I encourage you to continue to do so. But I urge you to look at your environment. Look at the people who are making your path easier and thank God for them, because redemption can look like more than one thing. We are redeemed from the curse of the law, period. I hope that blessed somebody today, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.